So before I begin braiding my hair, I'm first separating my leave out. I'm only leaving out a little bit here, like for my edges, and then I'm leaving out only a little bit at the top for a middle part because I decided to do a middle part with this style, but I'm not leaving out like a bunch of hair on the sides, really just enough for my edges. And now I'm just braiding down the hair at the top of my head that I'm using for my leave out just so it's out of the way while I do my style. Next, I'm going to begin physically braiding my hair. I decided to do cornrows going straight to the back. That's how I always do my quick weaves. Only because like it's simplest for me. I am not a good braider at all. I'm pretty much doing like plaits, going straight to the back of my head. If you know how to do fancy braids, by all means, you can do that. If you don't know how to braid, you can put your hair into like a lower bun or like a ponytail. But this is just what works best for me because I feel like it keeps the hair super flat underneath the wig cap. It's also very important just to make sure your hair is flat on the sides at the top if you're deciding to braid, because it'll be bulky underneath the cap if you don't. So after I'm done, I'm going to use my hair growth oil just to grease my scalp. I'm trying not to go too heavy in the front because I know that's where my leave out is going to be. But definitely I'm going heavy in the back because that's going to be underneath the cap. And I just want to make sure my hair is not dry and it's moisturized. And then I'm going to pin up the braids that are hanging in the back with bobby pins. I don't like using crochet needles to tuck my braids underneath other braids. One, because I feel like it hurts sometimes when I do that and it like tugs on my hair. I don't know. I just don't like doing that. It's more convenient for me to just use a simple bobby pin. But if you want to use a crochet needle, you can definitely do that. Now I'm applying my wig cap. I'm just using a single black wig cap. I know some people use two, but one is good enough for me because I use enough layers of hair protectant, so I feel like my hair is still protected. Now I'm just using a white eyeliner pen to mark out where my leave out is, so I know where to stop when putting on the hair protectant and where to stop when applying my tracks. It just helps as a guide. I cut off the excess stocking cap behind my ear holes on each side just so the cap can lay flatter, because now I'm going to get ready and apply the hair protectant. So first I'm using the Morning Glory hair protectant, and I'm applying that with like a flat brush. Yeah, I guess you could use your fingers. I recommend using like an applicator brush. And then I'm also going to use some Got to Be Free spray. I'm going to use both of these together. But as you can see here, I'm putting it on the brush. And then I'm going to start right behind that white line and just start putting it all over my hair and all over that cap. And then I'm just gonna alternate. Like first I put on a layer of this and then I blow dried it, and then I put on a layer of Got to Be Free spray and I blow dried that. Also, I understand some people actually put the hair protectant on your actual braids. I don't like to do that because I feel like my hair is protected enough by just putting it on the cap and along with the free spray. Also, I don't like doing it because it makes the takeout messier. This is for an easy takeout for me because then I have to not only wash the cap off, but I have to wash that Morning Glory like out of my actual hair. And even though it's okay, it's safe for hair, I just don't like having all that product in my hair. So I just put it on top of the cap and it just creates like a solid layer on top. The hair I'm using is from Arabella. They sent me 3 bundles of the 28-inch deep wave, and as you can see, it's pretty long hair. When stretched, it comes all the way down to my hip. And all their information will be in the description box below. With the pack, they sent me a wig cap, some eyelashes, this edge brush, as well as a hairband and a really cute clip. So let's go ahead and get started. So really quickly, I wanted to show you how much hair comes in one bundle. This is what it looks like stretched out. But to begin, I'm going to begin by taking one end of the hair and measuring it from ear to ear, and then I'm going to cut that as you see here, and I'm using the 30-second hair bond glue. This is my favorite glue. I feel like it's the most sturdiest, the most secure anyways, and I'm applying just a thin layer to the actual weft. and I'm going to let it dry for a couple of seconds. I don't wait the full 30 seconds to let it dry. I just blow on it for a couple seconds, and then I apply it to the back of my head. So as you can see here, I'm taking my middle finger and my index finger to feel where the track should go because I can't see what I'm doing. So you're really just going to have to feel your way around, and then I'm going to lay it flat and blow dry it. And I know that was kind of fast, so I'm going to show you everything one more time. Again, I'm measuring the track from ear to ear, making sure it goes from one end of the cap to the other. And then I'm going to cut off a piece. And then after I cut it, I just remeasure it again after it's cut to make sure it fits properly. If it's not the right size, then you can go back and cut some more. Now I'm applying the hair glue to the weft. This can be the trickiest part sometimes if it's like a super long weft. But yeah, I'm applying it to the weft. I'm going to let it dry for a couple of seconds. And then I'm going to take my fingers to feel where the last track is. And I'm going to set the new track one step like above the previous one. I typically do like a finger's width apart, maybe one or two fingers, but usually like one finger. And just I use my fingers to feel how far apart they are in the back. And then I'm going to blow dry it just to seal it in place. So I'm basically going to repeat those same steps as I work my way up the back of my head. I'm officially done with the first bundle. So this is how far the first bundle took me, setting my tracks about a fingertips length width apart. And now I'm getting into the second bundle, and I'm just going to repeat those same steps. And as I get closer to the top, I'm going to start curving the tracks in more of a U shape. This just helps the hair fall in place more naturally, and it helps each track cover each other in the front, just so you don't see any tracks like when the wind blows. And so this is what it looks like at the top. This is the last little track that I laid down. In this U-shaped motion, as you can see, the back part of the track covered the end of the white liner in the back. So now I'm going to cut two little pieces on the sides just to fill in those gaps. So one covering one side for the white eyeliner, and then the other one covering the other side. Now the installation part of the install is done. All of the hair is put in. We're not gonna, install any more hair, but now we're gonna go to styling the hair. So here I'm just cutting off the excess wig cap, and then I am going to touch up my leave out. So I forgot to mention that before flat ironing my leave out, I put BioSilk on my leave out and also my edges, just to make it, shinier or whatever BioSilk does. But now I'm using my edge booster, edge control, and my black gel, and I'm going to do my edges. I use both of those because typically I relax my edges, but after hearing all this stuff about relaxers, I stopped. So I have to use like both of these because my edges are a little rebellious. So I had to use both of these in combination to help lay my edges down, and then I'm going to wrap them. While my edges set, I'm going to go through and define my curls at the bottom. I'm just taking some spray bottle, some water in a spray bottle, as well as the Cantu curling cream and this brush, Demon brush or whatever, and I'm combing through the curls just to define them and make them pop a little bit. explain a couple things. I originally began by trying to blend my leave out at the top with these curls at the bottom by curling my leave out, and I decided that was a hot mess. So what I did was re-flat iron my leave out, and I also partially flat ironed some of the curls at the top so that I can make it flat like what you see right here so that it can blend. While you can curl your own leave out, my hair is shorter at the top and it just looked all kinds of crazy. So I just decided this was better. So now I'm just gonna, this is what it looks like when it's done. Now I'm just gonna show you a couple of hairstyles. I put it in a ponytail and I also put it in a claw clip. Just, some cute little hairstyle alternatives that you can do. I really did that because my hair is kind of flat at the top here. So I felt like that was kind of appropriate. But anyways, it's completely optional. So while you watch me do these styles, I just want to talk a little bit about this hair. So the first thing for me is even though the hair looks pretty full right here, I feel like I could have went through and added some extra tracks in the middle because after everything was said and done, the style felt kind of thin to me and I want it a little bit thicker, especially after you like apply water to the leave out in the back. The hair is very lightweight, like super, super lightweight. Like looks full and thick, but it's actually very lightweight and a little bit thinner. So I could have added some more tracks to the back. After I like put water and like define the curls last all day like that. But when I go to sleep and wake up, they are a little tangly. I do sleep with a bonnet, but I do have to detangle the curls in the morning, which is fine because after I detangle it, it lasts, like regularly all day, but you will have to put in just a little bit of effort. This is not like a wake up and go style, but I feel like that's the same with all curly hair. You will have to give it some TLC before heading out the door. But besides that, the hair was super cute. The style was just something different than I usually do anyway, so I appreciated it. Y'all don't mind me, I'm ignorant. Anyways, but yeah, but that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's it. Adios till next time.